Hello everyone and welcome back to JB's Total Gaming, where we are the Ironclad and we just made it to the second part of the Tower of the City, and we've got ways to go still, so we got to choose a starting path. Now, we have a ton of gold. We haven't got a shop yet. I want to get rid of that curse card we have, so as much as I like question marks, we're going to start here and then go to a shop right away. And then we'll have a bunch of question marks after that. By the way, any question mark can be good or bad for you. It can be just a random fight even. However, they can be particularly bad in later levels where you can have some really bad things happen too. Again, because we get that 10 block because of that relic, and so you're seeing how some of the relics work along with some other stuff, I think we're just going to make Vulnerable do our upgraded strike and deal as much damage as we possibly can on the first turn. Now, on the next turn, we'll have to, consider what our opponent is doing. So, they're dealing 10 again, they have 13 armor. So, I think, let's see here. So yeah, losing HP, so this opponent's going to keep getting armor. So do we just block, or do we make, I'm almost willing to take the 10 damage and kind of go ham. I'm thinking about doing that actually. Yeah, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to take the 10 damage because the more and more we lower our opponent's health, the less armor they're going to get every round. And we have a pretty big vulnerable stack. So if we want to slow down for a turn and just block, we're able to do that. So let's see here. Yeah, so they're getting 11 now. So Berserk isn't necessarily going to do a whole bunch for us. Again, I kind of wish I'd realized how this card worked before I took it. I'm thinking about... let's see here, because we don't have any block. I'm thinking about getting 2 of these, actually. And then just going ham on this. Getting some block will take a little bit of damage, and we didn't actually take our opponent down below, so maybe that wasn't the best play. I'm not sure how... that may have actually been kind of poorly done. So, yeah, getting that 11 every turn is kind of annoying. So... well, bandaging up is definitely going to help. Our opponent's still vulnerable, so I think, yeah, that's nice. Feed isn't going to kill our opponent, and we do exhaust it when we use it, so, but we can play all 3 cards, so you know what? We want to get our opponent down as low as possible. This will give us 3 at the end of the round, but we didn't really have any other choices, and again, we're lowering the armor they're getting every turn. So this is an enemy it seems like you do have to be pretty aggressive against if we really want to take them out. So now they're getting 8 block. So, again, yeah, we're definitely going to take some damage. Do we want to keep that vulnerable going? I think we kind of do. It'll make the anger more useful, and then we'll defend once, and then so we'll still take 10 damage this turn. So, and as you can see, or 9 damage, the enemies, things get tougher and tougher as you go. It's been a little while since I've been stopped on the first dungeon, but things can definitely get pretty tough. I guess we play this, and we're not planning on getting below 50% in this combat. So I guess we'll just do that. That's kind of a bummer. Yeah, this combat is not going very well. And like I said, I don't feel like the synergies in this deck are popping off like they can sometimes be doing at the end of a run. So, or to a full level into a run. I think we are going to duplicate the anger here. We're going to just deal as much damage as we can. And... let's see here. We won't finish off our opponent. They'll be down to 14. And we're going to take a decent amount of damage, but hopefully we'll be able to... we still have vulnerable going into next turn, and our opponent's only going to get 2 block, actually. So hopefully we'll be able to finish off our opponent now. And so we did, again, we took a decent amount of damage, but that's to be expected. Like I said, things definitely get tougher as you go. So yeah, we'll definitely be able to do this. So, as you can see, the first fight on, and we're getting a potion every round, which again is going to help. So gain an energy and lose 3 HP. That one's interesting. Add 2 wounds. I don't really like adding wounds. Again, we don't have body slam if we're playing, let's say, and here's just an example of our synergy. So maybe we have a power that whenever opponents hit us, they do damage to themselves. Then we have a lot of cards that give block, and then we can play block to just destroy an enemy. You know, there's one potential synergy we can do. So, you know what? We don't necessarily have that, but I kind of like block. We'll get it. So we'll finally remember now to go to a shop, and you guys get to see this. So, card removal service, 75. Whatever anything else costs, we are doing this and getting rid of... Where did it go? There we go, doubt. We're getting rid of that. Now, you can only get rid of one card per shop, but there are sometimes other ways to do this. So, there's a card for sale, another body slam. Don't know about that. Now, there could be a synergy. Play the top card of your deck and exhaust it if it's that one that gives us bonus. So, again, there are potential synergies in this Ironclad class in particular with potentially exhausting cards. Let's see here. Shuffle your discard pile into your draw pile, draw one card. That can be interesting. Choose a skill from your draw pile and place it into your hand, exhaust. I kind of like this. I kind of like getting Metallicized really early. I think we may actually get this. And maybe Thunderclap? I'm not sure. Anything that deals damage to multiple enemies can be good when, you know, we're fighting enemies that have multiple enemies. And the vulnerability, but it's only one vulnerability. I don't know. It could be upgraded into something a little bit better. But I think I'll pass for now. We still have a decent amount of gold left, and we could go potentially 3 question marks in a fireplace. That could be interesting. We definitely could take a different route. We definitely have to do at least 2 of these, though. So, bites are, I guess, they are a little bit better than strikes, but losing 30% max hit points, no. I like the fact that we have a lot of max hit points. I think that's one of the things that's helping us, so we'll just go ahead and leave. So that's nice, at a random event to just get some gold and a relic. That's pretty nice. Upgrade 2 random attacks. Okay, ooh, upgraded Anger and Iron Wave. I'm pretty happy about that. So, do we want to go Monster Fire? Monster Question Fire. I think there's a lot of fires here, and it'll give us a good opportunity to heal or potentially upgrade cards if we're feeling okay with our hit points. So, let's see here. Receive a special relic, lose golden idol. That's interesting. I think we might do that. Gain 5 max HP is really good. We're potentially building somebody that has just a lot of... But you know what? We're recording this just for fun. I want to know what the special relic is. So, ooh, Bloody Idol. Whenever you gain gold, heal 5 hit points. I like that better. So the golden idol begins all color and bleeding from its eyes. The bleeding never ceases. Creepy. I like it. Okay. So, we could definitely heal. But let's not. Let's smith. Let's find... So what does Berserk do when we upgrade it? It costs 0. I like 0 cost cards. It's probably going to be the one I'm going to upgrade. What does Feed do? Ooh, Feed is good upgraded too. So many good things. I think we're going to start with Berserk though. Now, while we're going to want to be above 50%, ideally, just being able to play that at any earlier round that we might go below 50% in a fight is nice. So, let's see here. I think, yeah, our opponent's just going to get armor. So, let's make them vulnerable and hit them. And, yeah, I could have just used that. Again, if it's exhausted, it goes away. Now, this is an enemy I'm thinking about using the poison against, because poison goes through armor. So, yeah, I think we're going to poison. Oh, except I'm a dum-dum, and I forgot. There was a little gear symbol if I'd paid attention to my opponent beforehand, so we kind of wasted that potion. That basically negates negative effects. That's also why our opponent wasn't vulnerable, I believe. They had 2 of them. So, yeah, we'll bandage up. Why not? They're going to hit for 10. So, we'll block for 7. We'll hit again. And block for 5. So, we won't take any damage. We're not doing a lot of damage to our opponent. And I definitely should have been paying attention to the fact that they had those cogs. And this enemy does have this barricade where they're not losing. So, basically, the whole point of this enemy is that they just have a ton of armor. But if you can get through the armor, then great. So we'll play Berserk because it's free. I hope we don't go below 50%, but if we do, that's fine. Our opponent's going to deal a lot of damage, so I think we'll definitely play Shrug It Off first, see what we get. Okay. So this might work out all right. So we're definitely going to play Anger, because why wouldn't we? It's free. Yeah, we'll play Defend, we'll play Strike, because, oh, I for some reason thought we had more than we had. I am a dum-dum, because I wanted to play the Body Slam, but whatever. So we're going to take a little bit of damage here. That's kind of a bummer. But, you know, we're doing all right still. Okay, I think we definitely Metallicize, because Metallicize is good. And I think we strike twice. Because, again, we'll take some damage, but I want to wear this opponent, you know, they don't actually have a ton of health. So if we can destroy them as quickly as possible, then that's great. So I don't think... So let's see here. This deals... No, I don't think we can finish... I really wanted to kill our opponent with feed, but it won't quite do it. So we could just do that, because our opponent's going to hit us pretty hard, I think we'll do that. And Secret Technique doesn't really... You know, I guess we could have got Metallicize out again if it's in our deck. You can look at the cards that are like in your discard pile and that. And if you look at your draw pile, you see what's in there, but you don't know what order it's in. There is a relic that lets you see that, though. So can we finish off our opponent this turn? If we play, we're lower on defense, so that's a bummer. So, I mean, we could just play 3 defends, then Body Slam. Because doing a strike and 2, that's better than a strike and 2 defend, or no, 2 defends, and yeah, because we have energy. Yep, I think we'll do that. So we'll deal 9 instead of 6, and we'll only take 1 damage, and actually because of Metallicize, we won't take any damage. So yeah, that works out alright. So our opponent's down to 10, but they get the 15 back. So this is where, again, poison is nice. So, they're going to deal 20. Can we finish off our opponent? So, 9 plus 9 is 18, 25. But if I make a copy of that, though, I won't be able to do it. So, 10. I don't think we'll be able to finish our opponent off, which is a bummer. I was thinking of dual wielding to strike, but then... Oh, we can, because, yeah, never mind. I'm a dum-dum. Dual wield to strike. And then that will be enough to... No, we'll be 1 short. Oh my gosh. And I could have just bashed... Wow. Wow. Just... This was not designed to teach you how to play well. Yeah. I did all kinds of dumb things. I could have bashed because I forgot about the fact that we had 4 energy. So let's... Yeah, we're dumb. I know it. That's alright. We're still doing okay, though. So we'll gain back 6. Draw 3 cards. That's an okay potion. Rage. Here we go. So first of all, you see this card is in green with the plus. So this is an already updated version of that card. Whenever you play an attack this turn, gain 6 block. That includes 0 cost attack. So there's a little bit of a synergy with our 0 cost attack. So hopefully we'll get through this fight without taking too much damage. We'll probably heal at the fire because I am a dum-dum. And wow, our opponent's going to do a lot of stuff. Okay. So... You're going to deal 21. Now we do get... Oh, so that's, again, here's a nice synergy. Actually, now that I think about it, our relic, that gives us 10. So we can deal 15 damage now because of that. So we will definitely take some damage, but we were able to, you know, get a nice synergy going there. Starting with that 10, we drew the Body Slam early, and it worked out pretty well. And again, there's all kinds of interesting synergies too. Again, with if your opponent, so you might say, why don't they just deal 21? Well, there are lots of different reasons why it can be useful when that isn't the case. So, do we want to bring up Metallicize? Do we want to play Rage? I think we want to just play Rage and attack twice. Well, this is free. And yeah, because I don't think we're going to get back to feed in order to finish off our opponent. So we're just going to do that. We're going to do as much damage as we possibly can. Hopefully maybe even finish our opponent off next turn. There's no point in playing Secret Technique because we won't be able to play our skill. So yeah, we'll take some damage here, but I think we're alright. I think we're alright. So, at this point... Yeah, because our opponent's going to do a negative effect, we'll definitely make our opponent vulnerable. Do that. Oh, and because of that, because again, the bonus that we're getting with the extra thing, we're able to finish them off. That's kind of what I forgot about last time too. So gain 12 block on a turn. Again, that can be useful, particularly if we have the body slam in hand. Upgraded flame barrier. It costs 2, but I think we'll do that. Again, it goes well with the body slam. So let's see what relic we get, then we'll heal up at the fire. Shuriken. Each time you play 3 attacks single turn, gain 1 strength. I like that, yeah. That's, strength is basically going to add more damage to our attacks. We'll definitely rest here. We're still not even that far off of our starting health, so I'm not super worried about health yet, but as I say that, who knows what we'll come across. Oh my gosh, the Snecko can be super annoying. So, I mean, we'll definitely play Berserk. We'll definitely make our opponent vulnerable. We'll do this. And I don't know, I guess we'll defend and turn. So basically, this person, this perplexing gaze, randomizes the cost of cards. While it can lower it, a lot of cards cost 0 and end up costing more than that. And this one it did actually lower. So that's pretty cool. So we will gain... So, ooh, wait a minute. We could... I kind of like this. We're going to dual wield. Except I'm a dum-dum. And we didn't have a card that dual wield could deal with, but that's okay. Whenever our opponent will take some damage on this turn, so that dual wield doesn't just copy any card. So yeah, this opponent is definitely weird in that this randomizing stuff can be pretty weird. It can work out positively. You know what? We'll play Secret Technique. Let's see here. Oh, it's skill. For some reason I was thinking power. I'm kind of dumb. We could have been drawing Bandage Up before. I think we're definitely going to draw Bandage Up. We'll definitely shrug it off here, see what we get. And I guess we'll do a 1-cost strike and a body slam, I guess, is the way we're going to do it. And so, yeah, this randomizing cost can really mess you over against this opponent. But again, it can be beneficial sometimes. But in general, I do think it makes this fight kind of hard. Oh, please tell me we can do enough damage to use feed. Well, because I don't think we could. But that would be awesome if we were able to finish off our opponent. So I guess we will strike, metallicize, and feed. Yeah, that would be awesome if we could kill our opponent. But and we can't really do much of anything else. So our opponent's going to hit us for 4 because we'll get that 4 automatically, which is kind of a bummer. So what else can we do here? Oh, we can make our opponent vulnerable again, except our anger that usually costs 0 costs 3. Although both bash cost 1. So that's a bit of alright. Now, I could draw 3 cards. It may be a waste of this potion. Maybe we just wait. Maybe we just take... Well, I think we actually, you know what? We're just going to use our block potion and wait till next turn. So we'll actually take no damage this turn. And then hopefully be able to finish off our opponent now, depending on the cards we get and the cost of them. So, since Shrug It Off is 0, we'll definitely play it and see what we get. That's a bummer. I think now we draw 3 cards. Anger at 1 cost is playable, but won't finish off our opponent. So let's do this. There we go. So we can dual wield a 0-cost strike. Yeah, now we're talking... And then strike, and then strike, and then either one of these will work, whatever. There we go. So that worked out all right. So we'll heal up a little bit. So we're still doing all right. We get another Swift Potion. So again, I'm going to be less worried about using these as well because we know we're getting one at the end of combat. Here we go. At the end of each of your turn, for each attack card played this turn, deal 1 damage to all enemies. I really like Fire Breathing as a power. Thunderclap I thought about getting before. Corruption can be useful. But yeah, corruption can be really useful. And again, would give us synergy with giving us 2 energy with that other card, but Fire Breathing is just too cool of a power. I got the power because that's what I wanted because I like the Fire Breathing power. So let's see here. We could try to read this. I don't remember exactly what happens when we read this, but I think it's a risk reward. We get a benefit and something bad. I think we're just going to leave, though, because I don't remember how bad it is, and I'm feeling a little bit tentative. I feel like I've made some dumb plays this time around. Okay, so we're going to get hit for a lot. We do get that 10. But I think my strategy with these guys, again, this could be wrong. My strategy tends to take out this guy. This guy can do healing. So even though we're going to take a decent amount of damage this turn, I think we're going to go big and try to take out this guy as quickly as possible, despite the fact that, you know, we're definitely going to take some hits here. So what do we got? So they intend to use a buff. Is there any chance we can take our opponent out? Probably not. Yeah, we're not going to be able to deal enough damage. Now this... I mean, this will prevent the damage. And it's... do we want to go fire? I think Metallicize is probably worth more to us in the long run. It is a bummer to not... If we had something that gave us energy, then maybe I'd take that potion that turn. So again, I want to take this guy out as quickly as possible, but I just didn't feel like we had the potential to do a bunch of damage. So yeah, there's the heal, which is kind of a bummer. But they're still vulnerable for 3 turns. We're doing okay. We'll definitely play Berserk. We'll definitely Anger, Strike. And yeah, we won't be able to finish off our opponent, which is kind of a bummer. Drawing cards probably isn't going to help, so we'll just do this, I guess. That is kind of a bummer. I was really hoping. So are they going to heal up again here? Okay, so they're getting block. Really want to finish this guy off. We have 2 more turns vulnerable. We got 14 damage coming in, which is a bummer, of course. We have Body Slam, but I think we just go, yeah. Yep. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. So there's the relic taking effect. To be fair, if I was really trying to min-max and play this game super well, I'd be paying attention to this. That's doubling. So we happen to play a pretty high value attack. On the 10th attack, it doubled it and just crushed that dude. So now we're definitely going to play Shrug It Off. We're definitely going to bandage up. And then we can either deal 7 or deal 9. So I guess we will deal 9. And then Metallicize will kick in. We'll only take 2 damage. So yeah, this can be a pretty tough fight, but I feel like that was a pretty good turn of events. The accidental doing well with that. So... let's play Secret Technique. Trying to think, what's our opponent going to do? Yeah, we're going to play Flame Barrier. I believe so. And then... yeah, so we're going to build up a bunch of block, do a little bit of damage, and our opponent will take damage when hitting us. So I believe... yeah, that'll negate everything. And because our opponent, again, so there you're seeing, because they attacked 3 times, they took the damage 3 times. So that's one of those where it can come into play. So now, definitely fire breathing. Well, do we want to? Or do we want to just heal up? Well, I think we dual wield Anger. We could Fire Breathe, attack twice. Yeah, you know what? Why not? Because I want to show Fire Breathe, we'll attack twice and then defend once. So we'll take a little bit of damage here, but we're putting ourselves in a pretty good position for taking out our opponent soon. So, and again, they're taking that damage. So, well, yeah, that was just that one turn that was active. But, so is there any chance if we bash for 11... so 18, well, it'll be more than that actually. Can we finish off our opponent? That's what I'm trying to get at here. I think we can. So Anger, yep, and then Strike, there we go. Okay, so I didn't want to do math wrong again. So we got a block potion, out of cards, so what do we want? Another feed, apply 3 weak and vulnerable to all enemies and exhaust. Or deal 5 damage if the enemy is vulnerable. Oh, we want... oh, so here's a tricky thing. Yeah, I think we have ways of making our opponent vulnerable. I really like Dropkick. We basically play it for free. We get another card and an action, and we have ways of making our opponent vulnerable. So, and I believe every opponent starts vulnerable round 1. So that's what we want to do, definitely. So, oh, this is going to be a tough fight. I don't like this fight. Okay, so this may be a little bit of a long one. So, what do we want to do here? Well, we'll play Berserk without a doubt. Don't wait a minute. Don't our opponents start as vulnerable? Didn't we get that? Did I miss something here? Oh, I don't really remember. So, let's see here. Don't have a way of making our opponent vulnerable, so dropkick isn't as useful. So do we want to just use our feed? It deals 10 damage. I think we might, just because we want to do as much damage as possible here. Sadly, we won't, it's so close. It's so close. If we had a damage dealing thing, I mean, I could draw cards, but if I don't draw, yeah, I don't think it's worthwhile. So we are potentially wasting that, but our goal being to take out this guy on our next turn. So there we go. So we're getting the status cards where, again, this elixir can come in useful if we end up drawing something with a lot of status cards. So let's see here. So here's the 2 gears, so they'll stop the first 2 negative effects on them. Now if we strike, we just, yeah, finish our opponent off, which is nice. So, if we bash, the vulnerable doesn't really do anything. It will take off one of the ticks of these gears. Wow, they got a lot of stuff. So I think we're just going to strike once and defend and end turn. So we'll take a little bit of damage, but that is okay. So let's see here. Yeah, this guy's just got a lot of stuff going on. So, yeah, secret technique. What's our opponent doing? 20 damage. We could put up flame barrier. I think I'm going to put up flame barrier and then set off fire breathing, because it's a power that will be with us then going forward. So again, we'll take some damage. Our opponent will take some damage, but now we'll have that fire breathing in effect. So again, if we had like kind of a poison build, that would be really nice. I mean, at some point we'll probably have to bash our opponent, but whenever you play attack this turn, gain 6. So, but it's not really helping us all that much, because then we can only play bash. I mean, we'll bandage up, I guess, and I guess we'll rage and bash. It's not very good. It's not very good at all. At least our opponent's not dealing us a bunch of damage. Yeah, this is not going super well here. We're getting those ticks from the fire breathing as well. Fire breathing also going to be improved, I believe, do 2 damage for each attack you do. So, we want metallicize. We definitely want to hit with anger. And then I think we're going to play the 12 block here. And strike twice. Again, we're taking some damage. We've got to get through our opponent's armor, and the more we strike, the more, you know, we're also triggering the shuriken power when we play 3 attacks, getting more power, and that has an effect throughout the rest of the thing. So the 2 angers are nice, actually. So, well, we're going to do as many attacks as we can. So, again, we just got another boost on our power because of the Shuriken playing 3 attacks. And we can actually play both of these, and then Metallicize will kick in. So we actually won't take any damage, and you saw the bang, 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 the tick, tick, tick of the 3 from the fire breathing kick in. So, yeah, we're getting there now. So, how much? Ooh, yes, we can do this. So that'll give us the 12 block, and then we can body slam. I think that's pretty good, so we'll just take a little bit of damage, but that's alright. Our opponent will be damaged back, and we'll definitely be able to finish him off now this turn. See, I mean, this was a tough fight, but I feel like it went okay. So, yeah, and just bam. There we go. And then we will, so we'll rest at the fire. Another elixir, okay. Add a card. So, can only be played... So this one's interesting. If everything's an attack card, damage 18 is upgraded. That's pretty nice. 7 block and 7 damage is pretty nice. But again, I like the 0 cost cards, and while you can't play that card some turns, we're going to go with it. I would love to upgrade a card, but I think we have to rest because the 2nd level boss can be super, super tough. In fact, this is probably where the run is going to end. I have made it past the 2nd level boss. Oh, and if you're fighting this guy, it's nice to have good combinations for super high damage or for poison or different things, which the other player kind of does the poison thing. So, what do we want to do? We don't have a lot of options here. I think I'm gonna draw 3 because we already have the 10 block, which isn't great. I was kind of hoping we'd get some cool stuff. So if we had the body slam, that might be useful, but we don't. This will let us draw a card, but that's not really helpful. I mean, we can play rage. And because we have so many other things we can't play or attack, this is a real bummer, actually. I was kind of hoping to get some more attack cards here. I mean, we can play Shrug It Off and see what we get, I guess. Maybe we'll get Body Slam? Bandage Up is good. Wow. This is a bummer. I was hoping to get something to make our opponent vulnerable, anything like that. This was not a good opening draw. So, I mean, beginning block doesn't really help us. I guess, this hurts. This hurts real bad. So none of this really does us anything. So now we got all that stuff. Now it's in our discard pile. Now our opponent's probably going to hit us really hard. So that was kind of a bummer. So our opponent isn't vulnerable, so dropkick doesn't do anything. So I think, wow, none of this. This has gone poorly. Our only saving grace might be the fire breathing and the fact that we have a lot of health, because we've had some not great draws in our opening 2 hands, and this is why I like thinning out a deck. So this is okay. Now we can make our opponent vulnerable, and now I think, yeah, we go for this strike for the more damage, and then we end our turn. And so yeah, our opponent's going to get more and more buff, which is going to be kind of a bummer. But so there they're getting some armor. They are vulnerable though, which is nice. So, wow, they're going to deal 30. Okay. Well, let's metallicize. Without a doubt. Do we bash and then anger to keep that vulnerable up? I think we do, actually. And then just take a bunch of damage? Awesome, huh? Great. Yeah. This is going to hurt. This is going to hurt real bad here. Yeah, I think we may be just dying now. You can see how much health our opponent has. So 12 is a little bit. So, okay, Berserk is going to help us, definitely. So what do? Create a copy of an attack or power. Yes. Double the free Berserk. Doo-dah, doo-dah. So we're going to get a whole bunch of energy on other turns. Oh, a doo-dah day. Yeah, we'll play Secret Technique. Yeah, and do this. See what we'll get. Okay, we'll play Anger, we'll play Body Slam to deal a little bit. This, I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be enough to save us, but that certainly helped between the fire breathing ticks. And so if this works, not starting just yet, but I think we eventually will have 5 energy every turn. Again, Flame Barrier is wonderful when our opponent's attacking us, but they're not. But they're vulnerable and we can strike 3 times. And you know what? It's alright, it's alright, it's alright. She moves in mysterious ways, and maybe we will pull this one out. I still doubt it. Our opponent's just getting stronger and stronger. But we shall see. So there we go. So now, since our opponent is vulnerable, we basically get another card and don't spend anything. Now, okay, now here we go. Clash can only be played if every other card in our hand is an attack card. We have 3 energy and a 0 cost attack, so we can play all 3 of these to block. We can still attack with this, and we can attack with that. Great. So we did good damage that turn. We have a lot of damage coming in on us, and then we get the ticks from the fire breathing, so we're not necessarily going to survive. 33 again. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. Or 22. So if we had a way to weaken our opponent, that would be really nice, but we don't. So, So what do we do here? I think we have to rage. Because I think we have to. And then play the Iron Will. And an attack, because as much as I want the vulnerability, we have to stay alive. So this will give us block from the card and from the rage ability. And then we'll deal some more damage and get some more block. So and get the ticks, and then so our opponent will hit us for no damage because of Metallicize. Okay, okay. So back down to 14. I would love if we kill them with feed, but that's not the case. Now, drop kick isn't necessarily great because again, so we could dual wield drop kick, which would be awesome if our opponent was vulnerable, but they're not right now. So maybe do we just go ham here? I mean, to defend, maybe we have to defend once. I think we kind of have to. With Metallicize, it'll just keep us alive longer, and then maybe we just strike and drop kick and we don't use the feed yet. Of course, then again, it does. Oh, aha! Every 10th one. Yes, 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 yes. I think it's worth it for that. Okay. Oh, and we could. Oh, because. Oh, I am such a dum-dum. I could have created a copy of a card, but I didn't because I forgot we started with 5 that round because I wasn't paying attention. So I'm an idiot. Because we're below 50% health. So the thing that I was thinking might save us, I didn't use. Okay, remember, we're at 5, so that did trigger. Okay, so, well, our turn pretty much plays itself here. We're going to get a lot of block, but our opponent's not attacking. So that doesn't really do us a lot of good. So we ended up with an extra energy. So again, we're not necessarily getting the cards we need on the turns we need. We had 25 block, and our opponent's not attacking. They are getting armor. Ooh, they're buffing again. Okay. So, Flame Barrier wouldn't normally be great in this situation, but we have Body Slam. So we will play Flame Barrier. We will defend, and we have the energy to do all kinds of stuff. So then we can Body Slam, which will then also allow us to play Clash. And there we go. We did things. We did things. We're going to get ticks on the... So, they still have 158 health. So what are they doing now? They're plus 6 strength. Wonderful. So yeah, they have plus 10 strength. So they're going to be just killing us when they hit us. So I doubt we'll really be able to do all that much. I think we play Shrug It Off just to see what we draw. We draw a strike. Okay. We're not making our opponent nearly as vulnerable as I was kind of hoping we would. I guess we play these for fun. I don't know. I don't. I'm worried once our opponent hits us, it's just going to be for so much, and then we're not going to have the block. So our opponent's just not swinging at us, which is nice. So I guess we definitely play the better bash. Now the question becomes, do we play another one? I think we do. Then we get one attack off. Maybe this one. This one. So they're not attacking us. Ooh, okay, so 76. Now we'll get the ticks here. Okay. We're gaining strength. We have plus 7 strength because of the Shuriken. And if they just keep not attacking... Oh, there's 22. Okay. Well, oh, Rage is so good this turn because we got the free attacks. And then we're getting that. And then we buff that up. And then we Body Slam for 18. And we're going to kill the dude. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay, I was worried we weren't going to win this one, but... It looks like, yeah, I mean, almost no matter, unless we just don't get an attack next turn. So, oh boy, it's a good thing we're going to win. I think we're going to win on this turn. Oh yeah, because check this out. So, why don't we, just to be sure, we'll double the drop kick, because it's going to give us another energy and another thing, just for the overkill. Okay, that was dead anyways, because we had the plus 8 strength. I wasn't even paying attention. So there we go. Now we'll gain full health back anyway. So we'll get 95 gold. We'll get an explosive potion. We'll add a card. Start a turn. Lose not to draw a card. Maybe. At the start of each turn, gain 2 strength. That seems good. It is 3 cost though, so it's super expensive. Again, so here we go. There are some synergies. If we were playing like an exhaust focused deck, we could get some synergies with that, but we're not doing that. So do I take demon form? Um, it basically eats up a whole turn unless we have extra actions. So I don't know if I really want any. You know what? I'm actually going to skip. And just to show this off, you can actually skip taking card if you want to. What relics do you have a choice between? Gain 1 energy at the start of each turn. Start combats with 2 wounds in your draw pile. Might be worth it. Philosopher's Stone. Gain 1 at the start of each turn. All enemies start with 2 strength. Also might be worth it. So all these are going to give us 1 energy at the start of each turn. Whenever you open a chest, obtain a curse. We're going to the 3rd level, and I don't know how often we're going to be opening chests. We're going to take the curse key. So we've got actions going on at least. So to level 3, the Beyond. Now I could stop the video here and start the 3rd level, but then again we might die really quickly on the 3rd level. The 3rd level is pretty tough. We do again have a lot of money, so I think we want to prioritize a shop. So we're going to go here first. We've only seen 1 shop so far. So let's see here. What's our opponent's dealing? 15, which is a bummer. However, we start with 10. So is Rage worth it? Or we just go Iron Wave, Strike, Strike? Oh, again, we have 4 energy. So do we... well, if we shrug it off, we could get a 0 cost card, I guess. I guess we'll shrug it off. Okay. And, oh, no, not Rage. You. Okay, so we're definitely... I like having options. We're definitely not taking damage this turn. I definitely like having that extra energy is so nice. Okay, so 13. Can we... I don't know if we can finish our opponent. I'm just looking at... We should be able to play Clash if we want to. We can leave our friends behind. Or maybe not, because... Oh, with 4 energy, though. So we can dual wield... Let's dual wield the Clash? Yeah. And then, with 3 energy left, we can play Flame Barrier, we can play Metallicize, and then we can play the Anger and the 2 Clash. So yeah, how about that? How about them apples? So we won't take any damage, and then hopefully be able to finish off our opponent next turn. So, despite the fact that the 3rd level can get pretty tough, the first battle went alright for us. So again, I don't think we're getting like massive... so let's get rid of one of these. Get an energy potion, and ooh, Flex. Flex can be really nice, especially if you have all kinds of crazy combinations where you can do a lot of attacks in 1 turn. It's really nice. There are cards that you can like get a bunch of these like shivs that are low cost, or yeah, 0 cost, low damage. Just gain 2 strength, deal 12 damage, can be upgraded any number of times. We're not going to have a lot of opportunity to upgrade cards. We're on the 3rd, and I will point out the final level. I don't know, so we'll take Flex. I don't know if when the game fully releases there'll be more than 3 levels, but I just want to point out that this game is tough. I've spent a decent number of hours playing the game, and I've only beat it once as each character. And again, this is a rogue-lite game, so you really don't want the levels to be too overly long either. So first let's take a look at what we have. Enlighten can be really good. We don't have a ton of high cost cards, and if I had taken the that one that gives us the extra attack damage that costs 3 every turn, that would have been actually awesome. Enlightenment would have been great with a combo with that. This can be useful. I think when we upgrade it, we can make it 0 cost. I think we're gonna get rid of just that. We don't have any more curses or anything like that, so I think we're going to get rid of a non-upgraded strike just to thin out our deck a little bit, and we have the money to definitely get something else, so we could get an enlightenment. So here's again, this could be a combo. So if we had the one that we lose a hit point every turn, and then we gain a strength with this ability also. So again, there are synergies. So you may look at a card sometimes and be like, that card's not very good. But then again, it may very well be. Because we have several 2 cost, maybe I get Enlightenment. Not sure. I could just get another Clash. Clashes can be useful. I can look at the map again and see if we're going to run into another store along the way. We will. You know what? I'm actually just going to leave, I think. and see if we survive long enough to get to another store, because I'm not super hyped on any of those. So we only have one option here to go straight ahead. Oh, these guys. I really hate these guys. I really, really hate this fight. So we have the Thorns ability that deals damage to us, so being able to poison this guy is great, but again, we're not playing that character. This guy explodes and deals damage to everybody. I mean, it's just... really hate this fight. So... we're going to take a decent amount of damage, too. So if we play... we can play everything this turn, so I guess we'll just play everything this turn. I hate the guys that just deal damage to you every time you hit them. And it actually increase their that ability as you go. So I am alright with just taking that opponent out as quickly as possible. So this guy's still going to explode and deal damage to us when they die. And I believe they increase the explode damage eventually over time as well. And that helped because our enemy was vulnerable at the start of that. Let's see here. Flex doesn't exhaust, so yeah, we might as well play it. Yeah. I mean, might as well, yeah, we're gonna play everything. So, we won't be able to finish this guy off this turn. But yeah, we will. Okay, I don't know what I'm talking about. So that's nice. So we'll have the metallicized block coming in, and that's it, but we don't really have any other options unless... nope. Maybe if I could have drawn cards or something, I would have thought about it, but we're doing okay. We're doing okay here. We'll take a little bit of damage, but remember, we'll heal up at the end of the fight for 6 as well. So we are doing okay. So they're just going to buff, and then we can bandage if we want. Of course, that exhausts if we do it, but I don't know if we'll see it again, so I am going to do it. A lot of this isn't really doing us any good, so I guess I'll dual wield the strike. I mean, yeah, we don't really have a lot of options here. Just try to do as much damage as we can. If we could get our strength up, that's nice. Okay, so yeah, their explosion is now up to 12. They'll deal 12 when they kill us. So, I think we do this. I think we shrug it off because we want to draw another card. Not great. I guess we'll play Berserk because we can. We'll defend because we want to play Body Slam. And we won't take our opponent out. However, they will not. Maybe we'll be able to next turn. I guess we'll see. So they keep bringing up that explosive. So we probably want to get some armor if we can. So hang on a second here. We can play... No, we can't do all of that. So if I bash and feed... Because as much as I want to play Flame Barrier, I want to get the feed off. I want to gain health. I could... Now the Flame Barrier will protect us from the explosive damage for the most part, and then we'll heal up. If we had another attack, then feed could finish them off. That won't quite do it. We could use, because we're going to gain a potion. You know what? I'm going to do this. And then we're going to use the potion. And then we're going to feed. And we're finally going to get that maximum health buff. There we go. That may have been completely stupid, but... spot weakness. If an enemy intends to attack, gain 4 strength. Interesting. Deal 5 damage twice. Well, since this is upgraded plus 3 for all cards containing strike, this can be pretty good. We're going to go with that. Okay, and I wasn't looking at my whistle either to see where we were going. Oh, and I keep forgetting about this too. So we're technically gaining 11 health after each combat. I should keep that in mind. So where do we want to go? I definitely want to hit another shop. So I mean, we have to go here, but maybe I think we'll head up this way. And if we're still doing well on health, we can upgrade a card at that fire. As much as I'd like to fight an elite boss and get another relic, I think we might try to maybe play it a little bit safer and not do that. So we've got some damage coming in. So rage is not bad for us. And these guys are kind of annoying. we'll just say that. You know what? So I think we're gonna strike. I guess we'll defend. Basically, and then we don't want to exhaust this because it doesn't really do us anything. The problem with these guys is they have this lifelink thing where if their friends are still alive, then they come back after a turn or something like that. So it can be pretty tricky. And oh my gosh, they're getting a lot of stuff. Okay. Oh boy indeed. So I guess we play Shrug It Off. We can still play Metallicize, Defend and Sentinel, which allows us to play Clash, I guess. Now here's what's tricky. I could deal 20 damage and finish off that one. That'll prevent that damage from coming in, but if other enemies are still alive, 2 turns receive 50% hit points. So, but it's stopping that 16. We're gonna do it. It's probably dumb. It's probably dumb, but I feel like preventing all that damage coming in may actually be beneficial. So, I don't know if it's worth it or not. So, let's see here. So nobody's attacking us. So the flame barrier doesn't necessarily do a whole lot here. This, that does all right. Yeah. So do we want to... So here's the problem though. We play that and then strike. That's 3. Defend doesn't do us any good. Dual wield can... I think we'll play it just to get another copy of this, even though we'll only play 1. Because why not? And then... Yeah, this is kind of rough. I don't know. I mean, we haven't really taken a lot of damage, but yeah, to finish off these guys can be a little bit tricky. So I feel like I usually plan out a little bit better how to take these guys out. So how do we want to do this? I guess we'll flex. We will secret. Oh, there are no skills in my draw pile. I guess we will bash you, then drop kick. So again, we're finishing off this person. However, there is a method to the madness. Defend. And then this won't do any good because they're going to lose that anyway. So I should have played this a little bit differently. The goal being that I'll be able to finish off this one next turn pretty easily. But I definitely could have planned that out a little bit better. So. We will Berserk. Because it's free. We will definitely Fire Breathe. Hang on a second here. So let's maximize. That'll deal 7. And then we'll start to ping this one down. So this one's going to come back, and we can body slam as well. The other one will come back to next turn, but that's okay. We're not taking a ton of damage here. And I mean, ideally we want to get to the point that within a turn we can take everybody out. Keep getting back that armor is annoying. So, how do we want to do this? How indeed. That was dumb. I actually didn't mean to kill them. And then this one's gonna come back. I know. We're not playing super well here. We'll just heal for 4. So we're slowly pegging our opponent down. Hopefully here we'll be able to do something cool. If we were able to do damage to all enemies, of course that would definitely help here. So both of those guys are getting armor. So we can take one of them out in one shot. think we do this and then deal a bunch of damage to the other one. There we go. So maybe next turn we will have, especially if we have a lot of attacks and we use the 2 energy, we might have enough, because only one of them will come back on this turn. We may have enough to be able to finally finish all these guys off. Although the armor certainly isn't going to help. Okay. Well, Flex will help. We'll play Secret Technique, because why not? Yeah, let's just draw a card. Dropkick. Okay, that's alright. So we can play all 3 of these. Now the question becomes... Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. There we go. We did it. Okay. We did it right. Alright, we get a weak potion and add a card. Draw 2 cards would be nice. True Grit. Yeah. 9 block, exhaust a card in the hand. Nice combo with the card we get. Finally a combo with the card if we get 2 actions if we exhaust. So hopefully this isn't... Oh. So not only is it a fight... You know what? Leave. Leave. I don't like this fight. And as much as I want a relic, we're at full health. Let's go upgrade a card. Let's do some cool stuff here. So what do we want to upgrade? It's pretty good, although we still don't have a lot of cool synergies. Free for fire breathing. Yes. Yes, please. Because, again, I love skills costing 0. There may have been a better decision, but I really like that. So what do we have going on here? Lose all gold and gain a relic. Gaining a relic would be nice, but we have a lot of gold I think we'll be able to make use of at the shop, so we don't want to do that. So we can upgrade another card. Then we have chess, which we'll get a bad thing, but we can get rid of it. Upgrade another card, get rid of the bad thing at the shop. So yeah, you know what? This is going okay. As I say that, and then we'll see what happens. What else do we want to upgrade? Free body slam? That's, yeah. I mean, yeah. Let's do it. Free body slam. Okay. Proceed. So which path? No, I want to take the path that has the shop, because I remember, if I remember, we're going to get a curse, yeah, when we open this. But I still think it's worthwhile. Upgrade 2 skills. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Proceed. So I keep, yeah, for some reason I'm mixing up skills and powers. I don't know why. I wasn't doing that before. So what does Dropkick do? So it basically gives us a little bit more damage. Not necessarily worth it. What does Feed do? I mean, it's fun. We're not going to have too many more chances to use Feed. Gain 8 is good. And gain 3, you know what? Let's do it. Hopefully we'll be able to get that synergy where we can exhaust that card. Okay, let's go to a shop. Let's get rid of our curse. No matter what we do. Where did you go? Where did you go, curse? Where did you go? Cotton Eye Joe. There we go. Okay, confirm. I kind of want Cleave, actually. Just because when we're fighting with multiple enemies, Cleave can come in handy. And if we're in good health, I'm going to upgrade it at the next fire. I don't know if that's the best decision, but that's the decision I made. Okay, so regular enemy, and then question mark and either elite than fire or regular enemy than fire. I'm probably going to go the regular enemy path, assuming I live that long. So, we don't need bandage up yet. There we go. So, this is actually kind of dumb. It's great that we'd be able to do this, and we're getting 3 energy, which is awesome, except we don't really have anything to do with it. So I guess, you know what? I'm going to play this in hopes of drawing... Okay, fire breathing's good. I was hoping to make the enemy vulnerable. So here's the problem. Our opponent is not attacking us. So getting this and then exhausting this doesn't really do us any good. 2 energy. No, we can't draw cards. So I guess we just drop kick. Oh, they were. I wasn't paying attention. They are vulnerable though because of that. Yes. So that worked out okay. I don't know. We'll play this for the fun of it and end turn. So I don't know. We did a little bit that first turn, not as much as I was hoping to. So let's see here. What are they going to do? 25. That's not good. Rage will help. We'll play Flex. We will dual wield. Yeah, we'll dual wield Iron Wave, which is our only option. Oh, but it'll make an extra copy. That's even better. Now we have a choice. I could use the weak potion. So, apply weak for 3 turns, but we're not really taking a lot of damage this turn. So I think I won't. So I think we'll take a little bit of damage and then apply weak on a turn where we really need it. Or maybe we won't need to apply it. I don't know. This is probably going to be a long fight though, so we'll probably need it, or at least want to use it at some point. So Flame Barrier is nice, particularly because our opponent is attacking twice. Now, we also... Now, here's what's interesting. If we play this, we can't play Clash because we can't get rid of the Defend card. You know what? I'm going to do it. I'm going to do dumb things because I want to do all the damages. Okay. I probably should have saved that potion for later, but we are going to get another potion anyways, and then our opponent will take damage twice. That may have not been the best time to get 2 energy to be able to do all that stuff, but there we go. Definitely going to make our opponent vulnerable. Definitely going to get the Metallicize going and do our better strike, and they'll be vulnerable for a couple more turns, so that goes pretty well for us. We've gained 1 from the Shuriken so far. So 28. So if we don't have a lot of damage, we might use the weaken this time around. So, yeah, I think we're going to be doing that. So we will bash. We will cleave. We will anger. Body slam does us really no good. It doesn't... Definitely going to apply to 3 weak because we have like no block this turn. So it lowers it a little bit. I mean, we'll play the body slam. Now the question is, do we want to play this? I think since our opponent's vulnerable, we want to do as much damage as we can. And while it's nice to be able to pull that card off and do cool things, I think we don't want to wait around and take the chance that on the turn we have lethal, we have that card in order to gain the max health. It'd be cool to go over 100, but we're not going to worry about it too much. So now we have a bunch of defends, and our opponent's not attacking. Not attacking? They're not properly turning their sail into the wind back and forth in order to get momentum. See, I know something about sailing. I don't know why. I think that's attacking. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. So, oh boy, a lot of damage, a lot of damage. Having that wave thing would be really nice right now, but we don't have it. Don't have it. Okay. So, what do we do? What do we do? What do we do wield on? We don't have enough attacks really to make dual wielding flex worthwhile. I mean, we'll play it. We don't have any card draw. And we'll play bandage. I guess we'll dual wield anger. It's fine. I mean, we're going to do some big damage this turn. Oh, and yeah, I keep forgetting we have the upgraded one. So, I mean, we didn't kill our opponent, but we did a decent amount of damage. We're going to take a decent amount of damage, but maybe we have the continued vulnerable. We have 3 strength now. Maybe we'll be able to finish off our opponent next turn, which I would really like to be able to do. Come on, give me lethal. Okay. So we have 4. So if we play Sentinel, that will allow us to play Clash. So yeah. Oh, it doesn't. I don't even know why I was trying to figure all this stuff out, and it's like we can just kill our opponent. Dexterity Potion is all right. That gives us more dodge whenever we dodge. Another upgraded Perfected Strike, another Sentinel, which could be useful with the Availability to exhaust a card now. Dual wield. I don't know. This is doing pretty good work for us. So I think we're gonna take that. So question mark. What did we get? You begin. This is a bummer. Okay. Lose rage, lose fire breathing, lose perfected strike. So again, this game, for an early access game, this game is fantastic with tooltips and availability of information. Information is right where you expect it to be. It's easy to find, and I love that about this game. A lot of AAA games don't have this level of like, wait a minute, what do these cards do again? Rage, fire breathing, perfected strike. So, I don't want to lose fire breathing. Rage has saved us. We have 2 perfected strikes. They're both upgraded though. Fire breathing is upgraded to, and so is rage, isn't it? Yeah. So losing any of these is going to be bad. I think we'll lose a perfected strike because we have. Oh, and they have the plus next to them too. That's a bummer. You know what? We are not going to fight a boss. Oh my god, I wish we'd fought a boss now. Okay, because I hate these guys. Well, we'll play Secret Technique. Let's get... Flux doesn't do us a lot of good. Dual wield? Yes. And then copy fire breathing. I like this. I like this. So... we're going to deal 3 for every attack card we play. We'll play both of the defends so that we can now play Clash. And I want to get rid of the Thorn guys. There's 2 Thorn guys. That is super duper annoying. I guess I'll go for the lower health one right now. So, okay, yeah. And if we play a bunch of attacks, that 3 damage for each attack ends up doing some work for us, actually. So... while I really hate this fight and was hoping to upgrade another card and not have to heal at the next fireplace, we not even make it to the next fireplace, that worked out pretty well. So feed doesn't finish off, but we could strike and feed and flame barrier. I like it. I like it. Strike, feed, flame barrier. We'll also heal, why not? And then... yeah, that's alright, that's alright. I'm okay with that. So, who to go after next? So yeah, you can see 5 thorns now. Do we ignore them and try to kill them through other means? I mean, Cleave's still nice. No, we finish him off. We finish him off. We cleave. Drop kick. I think we have played enough. Will this just finish everybody off with all the bonus damage? Maybe? Not quite. Oh, we were close. We were close. I didn't feel like doing all the math. We were one attack card away from finishing off those other 2. However, we're okay. We're okay. Yes. Let's make sure we get some block here. So this will do that. So we'll get some block. This will do that. So we'll get some block. And we'll play these. And because we played attack cards, we don't want to get the thorn damage. So the explosion happened. Whatever. Okay. So that's okay. So we got a weak potion. Weak potion's pretty good. Add a card. Yeah, I like that. Proceed. So then we're going to rest at the last bonfire. And then we will head on, and you guys will get to see one of the final bosses. I want to point out, again, this is a rogue like game, and then you do have different bosses at the end of different levels as well. So if we beat this, we actually beat the game that's available in early access. So I feel like we did all right. My apologies in advance for probably not beating it though. So what do they do? Regenerate 10 at the end of its turn. Whenever you play a power, gain 3 strength. Oh my gosh. Okay. Not pleasant. I'm gonna play this and get... let's get flex. Why not? So, yeah, whenever you play a power, I mean, we're playing it. Fire breathing's too good. And I mean, we'll just play all the stuff. And I mean, we did some damage. So what do you do? Dexterity. You know, oh, I should have done this right away. I'm a dum-dum for not doing that right away. And we don't want to apply the weak yet. We've got plenty of block this turn. So we'll get basically more block when we get block now. Increases blocking by 2. So, so what are you guys? I don't know if it's worth trying to take you guys. I don't know if it's worth rushing down to the boss. And that regenerating is going to be annoying. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to have really enough to do this. Cleave's not bad. So I think we bash. I think we cleave. Feed doesn't really help us unless we use it to finish off one of these guys. Do we want to apply 3 weeks just yet? I mean, we're going to take a bunch of damage here. So we could just defend. Maybe we just defend this turn? I don't know. I feel like we got to finish it. Basically, I'm not quite sure what to do with our opponents. So, yeah, we're going to take a bunch of damage here. So like I said, overall, even if I play poorly in this final match, at the very least, hey, you guys got to see all the way to the end here. So this is great. I'm loving it. Da-dum-dum-dum-dum. And our opponent's vulnerable, so we get another thing and another card. And we're going to strike. That was, yeah, the extra damage. I was like, why is that doing so much damage? Because of that cool thing. And I guess we bandage up. Now, do we defend? We've got a lot of damage coming in. But our opponent's vulnerable. We're getting the ticks from our ability. I don't think we can survive long enough to damage our opponent enough to finish them off. And it's probably better to defend, but I didn't. We're getting the ticks. And, I mean, our opponent's going to take damage when they hit us, so... But, yeah, we're just... we ended up doing better with the deck than I thought we were going to do. We did get to the final boss, but, yeah, I don't see how we're going to be able to really do that much about this. So, I can dual wield something. I think I dual wield the Iron Wave. So then we can still play Clash by playing Defend. So we have to play Defend. And we play 2 of these. Call me in the morning. We can't play that last one, but we can play this. We can play this. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. We've got 25. We're not going to last that many more rounds. I think it's time we weaken this guy and try to live as long as we can, because we're still taking damage this turn. Sadly, our opponent is no longer going to be vulnerable after this turn, though. This elixir isn't really going to do us any good. We have 39 health. And that regeneration hurts. Okay. So. And we've got a decent amount of damage coming in here. I think we shrug it off to see what we get. I think we kind of have to bash for the vulnerability. Play anger. Now, do we... So here's a question. We metallicize, we get the 4 block every turn, which is nice. We do this, we get the damage and the block this turn. Metallicize is better long run, but I'm not sure how many turns we have left. We're starting to get our opponent relatively low. I think we do this. I think we do. And then we hope for the best, and we will... Okay, we need to pay attention every 10th attack, because we will survive this round, And maybe if we have a big enough bonus damage, we actually finish off our opponents next round. I'm really, really hoping that's what's going to happen. Let's see what we draw. We don't... Because we have to... Yeah, we basically have to finish him off this turn or we're dead. Okay. So Berserk doesn't really do a whole bunch now, does it? Oh, boy. Okay. I mean, we play it because it's free. I don't... We can't survive this turn, can we? We just don't have the attack. Hang on a second. Hang on a second here. Do we? No, because even with this doubled, because our opponent's vulnerable, 16 damage. Hang on a second here. Hang on a second here. We got to go all out. Then we double this. Oh, we did it! We did it! All right. Wait, what? Wait a minute, what? We didn't do it? What? Why didn't we do it? I guess we do this, and we die anyways, or close to it. Wait, what? I don't understand what happened here. Did we have to finish the rest of them off? I don't understand what happened. Are you... Well, it was fun. Hope you guys all enjoyed. Oh, checking the game out. I know I enjoyed playing it, and we just died this turn. So apparently this boss was even tougher than I expected. So that doesn't finish them off in one. I don't know. Let's kill some of these guys. Why not? Why not? And we'll defend. Why not? And do this. And finish you off. And then strike. But you're going to deal 40. So we die. Maybe the Dark Echo only lasts like a round, or maybe we have to finish him off completely. So maybe it would have been better finishing off the ads. I didn't do that because one of the bosses I fought before, they resummoned ads, but maybe that one wouldn't. So you live and you learn. But we got to the final boss of the game, at least in early access. You got to see kind of a full run of it, even though we didn't finish it completely. And you can see here we have 2 unlocks remaining for the character. You get, more and more cards available as you unlock more and more. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. If you are interested in checking out Slay the Spire, I'll be sure to put a link in the description to both the first video I did and this, as long as I remember. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comments, and we may do a run through as the other character as well. Thanks a lot for watching, and we will talk to you again soon.